Once again to Tom Vargo. Our next presenter is Kirsten Ulrich, who will introduce our next Hall of Fame inductee.
Good evening. Yes, I'm Kirsten Ulrich. I have the honor and the privilege to stand before you tonight to introduce my best friend of 36 years, Jen Lefever. And before I get to that, I just want to say this was a great event. Thank you so much to all of you that worked so hard to put it on. This really was really cool. So, 36 years. I know, like a lot of you are saying, bless their heart, they must have met when they were newborns. That's not entirely the case. We met when we were 8 years old, and I could not imagine a more supportive, loyal, kind, and fun friend. So originally it was part of our bonding, it was our competitiveness that brought us together. And we were competitive, whether it was playing Nerf basketball in the living room that my mom always yelled at us about, or whether it was like playing one-on-one ice football, ice football, two girls, and I think I pretty much concussed her the one time when I laid her out. But that competitive spirit, the reason I talk about that is because that's what drove Jen. Jen is a competitor, and she's always been. She's a natural athlete. She's always been a natural athlete, but she worked hard, and she is one of the best competitors that I've ever known. And that competitive nature made her a 3 varsity sport athlete at high school. She was a varsity tennis player, basketball player, and softball player, which is eventually what got her here to Bloomsburg. And she was also her high school's Female Athlete of the Year, which was pretty impressive because it was a pretty competitive high school. And that competitiveness got her a scholarship to Bloomsburg. It got her to play on a team that played for national championships, and the softball program was amazing here. I mean, it was a nationally ranked program, and she got to be a part of that and compete for a national championship here. I think maybe twice, at least once, maybe twice. And it got her to be an All-American. I know that's twice, and then eventually got her here tonight to be with you guys, to be honored, to be inducted into this awesome Hall of Fame. So I am thrilled to be able to say, everyone here tonight, all the people that came to support Jen, we are so proud of you. We could not be more honored to be a part of this night for you. Thank you.
What she said. Thanks, Kirsten. I feel so blessed to have had you in my life for so long. You're more than a friend, you're family to me, and it's so important to me that you're here. Whew, I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. So I play in a co-ed softball league in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and have for years. And like any co-ed team that I've ever played on, since my dad signed me up at the age of 6 for Little League, I'm immediately stuck in right field. For no other reason other than the fact that I'm a girl. So I typically grab my glove and I jog out to right field and I wait. And I park myself there because I know in about 3 games I'm gonna find myself in the infield. Which leads to the inevitable question from people, you've played before, haven't you? It's in these moments that I flash back to what was the pinnacle of my athletic career. Playing for one of the top Division II softball programs in the country, coached by one of the top coaches in the country, Jan Hutchinson, and with some of the most talented and dedicated players that I had the pleasure of playing with. From the moment my dad bought me my first glove and spent endless hours playing catch with me, I've loved this game. It's taught me how to win and lose gracefully. It's taught me about discipline. It's taught me about sacrifice. It's taught me about the illusion of perfection. Getting one hit for every 3 at-bats is considered amazing. Where else can failing 2 out of 3 times be considered excellence? The comedian George Carlin said in his famous stand-up where he compared baseball and football, and I'm using baseball and softball interchanged here. I know they're a little different, but it's the same concept. In baseball, the object is to go home and to be safe. Playing for Bloomsburg felt like home for those 4 years. And even to this day, when I step out on the field and I smell the fresh cut grass and I feel the sun beating down on my back, it feels like home. And then some 6'3" guy drills a line drive at me, and I think to myself, please don't hit me in the teeth. I don't have dental insurance. I want to thank Bloomsburg for this honor, and it is a great honor. I want to thank Coach Hutchinson. I want to thank Susan Coker. Without them and their guidance, I wouldn't be standing here today. I want to thank all the amazing teammates that I played with. They were so talented, and they were so hardworking, and they were so dedicated. I want to thank my friends who came tonight. Kirsten and Sharon, Larissa, Pat and Robin, Sarah. You are my Brooklyn teammates, and our playing field is Coney Island and Prospect Park and various brunch places around. Uncle Brian, you've been like a second father to me. You've come to countless basketball games and softball games and tennis matches. I always know that I can depend on you, and you've supported me all these years. That was and so is so important to me. Mom, you've helped to shape me into the person that I am. Independent and content and loved. And when I moved to New York 19 years ago, which I know you were not thrilled about, you still supported me. And finally, I'd like to thank my dad, who is here tonight in spirit, and gave me this wonderful gift tonight by buying me that first glove. Thank you.
Congratulations to Jen Lefever.